The future just got a little closer, and a lot more real. Elon Musk's Neuralink, the ambitious company aiming to merge human brains with computers, has just begun its first human clinical trials in the United Kingdom. This is a major milestone, not just for Neuralink, but for the entire field of brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. Neuralink's chip, often described as science fiction turned science fact, is designed to help people with severe paralysis regain control over their environment, controlling computers, smartphones, even robotic limbs, using only their thoughts. What was once a distant dream is now entering hospitals in the UK, including University College London hospitals and Newcastle hospitals. This trial focuses on patients suffering from spinal cord injuries and neurodegenerative diseases like ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, conditions that rob people of their ability to move or communicate. For them, Neuralink's implant promises a way to break free from the silence and isolation imposed by their bodies. The chip, known as the link, is implanted directly into the brain's motor cortex, where it reads electrical signals and translates them into digital commands. Early US trials have shown promise. Patients could type, move cursors, and control robotic arms simply by thinking. This UK trial aims to build on those successes and test safety and efficacy in a European setting. Why does the UK matter? Beyond the clinical advancement, this trial reflects Europe's growing role as a hub for cutting-edge AI and neurotechnology research. The UK's NHS and top teaching hospitals give the project credibility and potentially pave the way for wider adoption across the EU. This is truly a global step forward for mind-controlled tech. But with great power comes great responsibility, and ethical concerns loom large. The procedure involves invasive brain surgery, carrying risks of bleeding and infection. Critics are raising alarm bells about privacy, consent, and data security. Who owns the thoughts recorded by Neuralink? Could hackers exploit this technology? Neuralink insists that ethics are a top priority. Still, as we stand on the threshold of this new era, society must wrestle with the implications of literally controlling machines with our minds. This is not just science, it's a profound challenge to how we define autonomy, privacy, and humanity itself. In today's video, we'll walk through everything you need to know. From who qualifies for the trial, what Neuralink's chip can actually do, why the UK is crucial to the global rollout, to the serious ethical questions that must be answered. Buckle up. The future of mind control technology is no longer in the distant future. It's here, it's real, and it's beginning in the UK. Elon Musk's Neuralink has officially launched its first human clinical trial in the United Kingdom. A bold and historic step for brain-computer interface technology. This move marks the first time Neuralink has taken its revolutionary brain chip beyond the United States and into Europe's clinical landscape. Partnering with University College London hospitals and Newcastle hospitals, Neuralink aims to test the safety and feasibility of implanting their device in patients with severe paralysis. The goal is clear and inspiring: to allow individuals who have lost motor control to communicate and interact with the world using only their minds. The primary focus is on people affected by spinal cord injuries and ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, devastating conditions that cut off patients from voluntary muscle control. For these patients, Neuralink's chip offers hope to regain some independence and connectivity that was lost due to disease or injury. Launching clinical trials in the UK is significant because it shows growing international confidence in the technology and signals Neuralink's ambitions for a global rollout. The UK's rigorous regulatory environment means the device must meet high safety standards, which could help smooth approval processes across Europe and beyond. Beyond the clinical and technical breakthroughs, this trial represents a major milestone in the evolution of mind-controlled interfaces, a technology that could fundamentally transform medicine, accessibility, and human-computer interaction in the coming decades. But this is just the beginning. These early trials are primarily about safety and proving that the implant works as intended. The path to widespread availability remains long, but the UK trial is a crucial first step on that journey. Neuralink's UK trial focuses on a very specific group of patients: those suffering from severe paralysis. This includes individuals with spinal cord injuries that disrupt communication between the brain and muscles, as well as patients with neurodegenerative diseases like ALS, Gehrig's disease, that progressively destroy motor function. These conditions leave people unable to move limbs or speak, often trapping them in bodies they can no longer control. The Neuralink implant offers a new avenue to restore agency by translating brain activity directly into digital commands. This means that, even if muscles fail, patients can use their minds to operate devices like computers, smartphones, or robotic prosthetics. The trial is not open to everyone. Strict medical criteria ensure participants have the right profile to safely receive the implant and benefit from it. Candidates undergo thorough neurological evaluations, and ethical safeguards ensure fully informed consent. This is about giving hope and choice to those with limited options. If successful, the technology could restore communication for nonverbal patients, allowing them to type messages, control wheelchairs, or interact socially in ways previously impossible. It represents a paradigm shift in accessibility technology, moving from external assistive devices to direct brain control. At the heart of Neuralink's innovation is its tiny chip, called the link, implanted into the brain's motor cortex, the area responsible for voluntary movement. This chip contains thousands of microscopic electrodes that monitor neural electrical signals. The chip wirelessly transmits these signals to computers or other devices, decoding the brain's intent into actionable commands. Early US trials have demonstrated patients using Neuralink to type on virtual keyboards, move cursors, and even control robotic arms, all with just their thoughts. This capability turns science fiction into reality. While still experimental, the potential applications are staggering. Imagine paralyzed patients regaining the ability to communicate independently, control prosthetic limbs seamlessly, or even interact with augmented reality environments through pure thought. The chip represents a leap forward in human-machine symbiosis. There are challenges, such as long-term biocompatibility, signal fidelity, and device durability, but Neuralink is rapidly iterating. If the UK trial replicates US safety and efficacy results, it could accelerate regulatory approvals and wider adoption. The future is here, and it's mind-controlled. The UK's involvement in Neuralink's clinical trials is highly significant. The UK's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, gave approval for human testing, signalling confidence in Neuralink's technology and safety protocols. This regulatory green light is a major hurdle overcome. Moreover, the UK is emerging as a global hub for AI and neurotechnology research, with world-class institutions like University College London driving innovation. Partnering with the NHS and leading teaching hospitals gives Neuralink strong clinical and ethical oversight. This trial could fast-track Neuralink's ambitions to expand into Europe and beyond, leveraging the UK's regulatory framework and medical infrastructure as a launchpad. Success here would bolster the company's global credibility and encourage adoption in other countries. Finally, the UK's support reflects a broader geopolitical trend. European countries are investing heavily in advanced technologies like AI and neurotech to stay competitive and secure. Neuralink's trial is a flagship project in this wave. Despite its promise, Neuralink's technology raises serious ethical and safety questions. Implanting a device directly into the brain requires invasive surgery, which carries risks including bleeding, infection, and potential rejection by the body. Patients face tough decisions balancing hope with these dangers. Privacy is another critical concern. The chip records brain activity, raising questions about who owns that data, how it's stored, and who can access it. Could hackers intercept or manipulate neural signals? Could insurers or employers misuse this intimate information? These concerns highlight the need for robust neurosecurity and legal protections. Informed consent is also complex here, especially for patients who may have limited communication ability. Ensuring participants fully understand risks, benefits, and long-term implications is a major ethical responsibility. Neuralink states ethics and safety are their top priority, but public trust remains fragile. society must grapple with not just the technological possibilities, but the profound social, legal, and philosophical implications of mind-controlled devices. This isn't just about medicine. It's about what it means to be human in an age of AI and brain-machine fusion.